Hello, everyone, to all the sorors of Delta Sigma Theta, Sorority Incorporated, and all of the other D9 organizations who may be watching this in the Know Your Zone. This is Angelica Jones, and this is our special day called Bags and Bundles Day. For those of you who are already privy to it, bags and bundles is a way for us to get some great deals from the vendors based on inventory that they may have a surplus of or that they can actually put into a bundle for you. Some bundles will be already prepackaged, and some of those bundles you can do it yourself. But before we begin today, I have a very special guest with us. His name is Calvin Whitaker, and he's the CEO of the Dallas Greek Picnic. Let's give a hand for him for joining us this morning. Now, before we start this interview, to learn more about the Dallas Greek Picnic, for those of you who are looking at this, I would like for you to look at the platform that you're on. Somewhere at the top is saying allow Facebook permission to share your profile picture and your comments with me. They're not asking for anything more, nothing private. But I need to know who I'm speaking with, especially if you have questions of Mr. Whitaker or I during the interview. So please click on that. Let's start our morning with Mr. Calvin Whitaker of the Dallas Greek Picnic. Calvin, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. I'm extremely fortunate and blessed to be here. I want to thank you, Miss Joe, for this opportunity. It's a beautiful, mild early spring morning here in Dallas, and I'm delighted to have this opportunity to learn more about your operation and everybody that follows you. Did you get that? So yes, again, like she stated, my name is Calvin Whitaker. I'm the CEO of the Dallas Street Picnic Weekend, and so this event has been going since 2008. It started as an idea about 2 years after I moved to the DFW area to galvanize and bring together all of the D9 Greeks here in the DFW area. An event of this magnitude had never been put together before. So my business partner and I, one of my frat brothers, decided to do this event after kind of landscaping the area and understanding the need of what was going on in the DFW area. So I've been in Alpha going on 25 years. I pledged Fall '99, New Me chapter, Georgia Tech. I'm still active to this day. So coming from the Atlanta area where Greek life is very, very strong, very, very prevalent, I noticed a need and a lack thereof here in the DFW area, and hence this event was born out of that. We wanted to find an area where Greeks, whether you're alumni, undergrad, to reconnect with those individuals that you haven't seen maybe since homecoming or a couple years past, or if you were new to the Dallas area like myself, you needed to reconnect with your organization as well as to bring businesses alike to an area. This event is held every year in South Dallas, so it is a highly concentrated Black area that is going through a lot of gentrification, but it's an area that definitely needs the exposure. So we're excited about our 15th year. In retrospect, it probably would have been 17 years or so. We lost 2 years due to COVID, but this is a huge milestone year, and we're looking forward to this being our biggest and best year ever. Okay. Yeah. So about the history of the picnic, again, it was born out of an idea in 2008, and so my partner, who's from the Dallas area, we found an area in the South Dallas area. Historically, the area is called Bonton, but it's in the South Dallas area. It's a historically Black area that went through a lot of tough times in I'd say the 60s or 70s, and where a lot of Black people were forced in that area because they couldn't live in the downtown area. So within that concentration of people, a lot of drugs and things started to bring down the community in that area. But on Sundays, the members of that community would gather in this park called Rochester Park, and it's now known as William Bill Blair Jr. Park. It's been renamed. They've knocked down some of the projects that were in the area, well, some schools, and now they're rebuilding the area up. And so we wanted to go into an area that was for us, by us, to actually help rebuild and revitalize that area. Now, if you're not from Dallas, you wouldn't know where it is. You wouldn't know what the history of that area. But if you were from at that particular time when we first started, people were really skeptic about us doing a picnic in that area because of the history and how violent and kind of how rough it was. But me being from the Metro Atlanta area where they do Greek picnics in the inner city area, my philosophy was if you can't be around your own people, who can you be around, right? And so we have decided to stay there and remain there. We formed relationships with city councilmen. There's a local Bonton Farm area that we've done every year our community service project where we devote time, money, energy, and resources and exposure to that area. And so in doing this event in 15 years, we've never had any violent instances, no fights, no shootouts, no negative type of news coverage. In fact, the city of Dallas and that neighborhood, they look forward to us coming back to that and doing that event every year. And so, we have local participation in that area, and it's a positive reflective of African Americans and people that are in college and that are doing great things. So there's no negative element attached to this event. It's only positive. Of course, we bring in vendors and small businesses and give them the opportunity to interact with people in the local community and people in the regional community who travel from other states that come all over to the city of Dallas for this particular event. So Dallas is one of those cities where it's a melting pot. While it doesn't have a deep, rich history of HBCUs and Greek life, what it does have is a lot of people that have since moved to the city, young, old in their careers, that are college educated, whether they went to an HBCU or a PWI, or they're affiliated with an organization. They have moved to Dallas primarily probably for a job opportunity. So they're looking to connect with people in the same fraternity or sorority or professional organization, be it engineering, finance, IT. So this event is a great melting pot that I found as a transplant myself.
Yeah.
To bring people together. I've been in Dallas since 06, and a job opportunity brought me here. And the first networking organization that I laid on was the Brotherhood of Alpha. And since then, it's been a catitude for business opportunities for me. This is the largest event that I do every year. Yeah. It's my brainchild. It's my baby. It's the one that keeps me up at night, 365. But it's something that I truly enjoy doing. And out of this, I built relationships, businesses, professional contacts. I brought people together that are now married, that have kids, and things of that nature. So it's truly a blessing to be associated with this event. And so it's grown to the point where it now is I don't have to do a lot of the legwork I used to have to do the first 5, 6, or 7 years. It really feeds off itself now to allow me to really devote my time to other interests.
Yeah.
Be it personal, be it professional, and other things. So out of this event, I do another big alumni step show here in Dallas. We've been doing for 10 years. That was actually born out of this event because the guy who brought me in on the alumni show, he saw what I was doing.
Yeah.
Greek landscape in Dallas, and he said, "Hey, I want to make you a partner for this alumni show." So that event is just as large as this event.
Yeah.
And so I'm involved in that. I also orchestrate the DFW Alphaplex Picnic, which brings together all the Alpha chapters, undergrad and alumni.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Here in the DFW area. And so we're going into our third year this year. That's going to take place April the 28th in Grapevine. Okay. And in our third year, we've already had to move locations because it's grown tremendously.
It's grown.
So God has blessed me in the business world and in the Greek space. And, my job is to make sure that I give back, not only to the community, but to my organization as well. So I owe much to the Greek landscape, to Alpha, as the next person does. And I don't take that lightly. And so again, this is a celebratory year for me and my family and the event as well. And so I'm really excited to get into this year and get to work.
Okay, now tell me this. I know you just said something about that you've gotten people who married one another
Hmm.
to the picnic. Have you ever had a wedding at the picnic?
No, ma'am. I haven't had a wedding at the picnic. I have been approached by people who thought about, hey, I'm gonna, propose to my girlfriend,
Yeah.
or do something, or, to that effect. I was like, man, that would be great. But I think that's just a cosmic of my life, being an
Yeah.
event organizer, a people organizer. I've always had the knack of bringing people together. When I was in college, all the way up to now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's beautiful to see. Some relationships work out, some don't. I can't be responsible for those that go south. We're all grown. I met my first wife, at a Greek event, right? And we were blessed to have two beautiful children, even though our
Yeah.
marriage didn't make it. But God blessed us with two beautiful kids, and we have a great co-parenting relationship now. My girlfriend currently now is 1 year solar. She's adult, and I am going to marry her. She's a beautiful woman.
Okay.
And so I thank God for those lessons, in life related to this and other opportunities. And I feel like everybody has a calling in life.
Yeah.
And so some people get to that calling sooner than others. And
Okay.
within the last 2 or 3 years, I really understood what my calling is. And instead of
Yes.
me running away from it, now I'm running towards it,
Yes.
and know that I have God in my life and He's the head, and I'm making good decisions for myself and for my family. So, great question,
Okay.
by the way.
Great. Well, you know what? This may be the year. We never know. This
Maybe
may
it may be the
be
year
that
for
year.
me. You never know either.
Yes. Now, I would like to ask this.
Hmm.
We've heard about the rich history of the
Hmm.
Dallas Creek picnic. How many did you start out with the first time around, and how much has it grown now? And you may have answered that during the time when
Sure.
I was bleeped out, but I'm asking
No, that's
again.
okay. So the first year, if I had to give you a number, we probably had a good 300 to 500 people out there.
Okay.
And so me and my partner, we took the little money we had out of our pockets and put it together and produced the event. I was working in corporate America; he was too.
Okay.
And so it was really, really tough trying to figure it out what we were doing. We had a handful of vendors to put the event together. I think we paid the DJ like $200 to come out there. He had the speakers coming out of his truck.
Yeah.
But it was a well thought out, plain, simple event, and it was free. We didn't
Mhm.
charge anybody. We didn't charge anybody for the event for the first 5 or 6 years because we
Yeah.
didn't really know what we had, and the people still didn't
Yeah.
understand the concept of what a Greek picnic was
Yes.
and what all entails. And then finally, I was like, man, this stuff is getting too expensive for me to, out of my own pocket and trying to gear up sponsors and vendors. We have to attach a cost to
Yeah.
it. But it was really out of the passion, out of the love for doing the event. And it was a lot of frustration. It was a lot of heartache because we
Yeah.
had a lot of people out in the Dallas community that didn't want this event. You're not
Okay.
financial, or you're not doing this, or you're not doing that. We have an event already that was more family oriented. You're trying to bring a holistic freaknik vibe out, and that's not what we want here in the
Yeah.
Dallas area. And so it was tough because people would often perceive things about you before truly trying to get to know
Mhm.
you.
Yeah.
I had approached a couple of organizations in the DFW area about doing a partnership, and what spawned out of them was a lot of negativity and venom
Yeah.
about what I was doing. Now that's completely changed, right? The leadership in
Yeah.
those organizations have changed, and now we have partnered in the past, and we
Okay.
work together jointly. And they support my events. They know I'm financial and active in my organization.
Yeah.
I true had to go on a journey too, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
But at the same time, we're African Americans. We're Black first, right? I say
Yeah.
that all the time. Alpha, Kappa, Q, non-Greek,
Yeah.
whatever, Mason. We're all doing the same things and operating in the same cause. But yeah,
Yeah.
those first of years were very, very hard. As each year I was learning.
Yeah.
It wasn't a huge money making event at all. It wasn't profitable
Yes.
at all. Every year we're in the red. Learned this, we learned that, and it was
Yeah.
tough. I was married at the time. Had two
Yeah.
kids, and my wife was like, "Man, you're spending all this time. Where's the return away from me and the
Yeah.
kids?"
Hmm.
And she's Greek too. She's
Yeah.
but there was just some people that didn't see. Some people wanted instant gratification, And
Yes.
it doesn't work like that when you're building things from the ground up. And now, 15 years, it's a well-oiled machine. Um,
Yes.
I could do this event in my sleep, but I tell you, Miss Joe, every year going into the event, I'm nervous because
I
it's
can
gotten
imagine.
so because it's gotten
Yes.
so big.
Big.
I have nightmares in November after the event is over, thinking about next year. Did I forget about this? Did I forget about this detail?
Yes.
And this. Working with the city of Dallas, because that's a whole monster
Yes.
in itself. And when you're dealing with us,
Yeah.
and so, but yeah, those first couple of years it truly made me a better person about how
Okay.
to operate and make better decisions with my time, my energy, my finances, the people that I involve. This event, it's my baby, so I,
Yes.
I hold it near and dear, close to my heart. I don't attach it to a lot of things.
Yeah.
I don't let a lot of people get involved. I don't care how much money you throw at me, because it's my brand, and it's
Yeah.
something that I want to make sure I keep it clean and keep it tasteful. Even as a
Yeah.
45-year-old man, every year I have to reinvent myself because 60%, I'd say 50 to 65% of the event caters to undergraduates, right?
Yes.
And so I have to keep that in mind. So I have to get in front of them and be
Yeah.
on TikTok and go in these areas that appeal to them to keep the event the going,
Exactly.
and understanding the importance of AI and marketing, advertising.
Yes.
It's
Exactly.
completely different. Having an interview like this, I've never
Yeah.
done an interview like this before on the type of
Yeah.
platform. So
Okay.
you have to do different things as you grow to stay current,
Yeah.
with changing times. And I've recognized that throughout the growth of this event. So
Yeah. That is great. Now, I know this. You talked about vendors,
mhm.
vendors who may participate in the event. What does a vendor have to do, or what should they be doing right now if they would like to or contemplating participating in the Dallas Greek Picnic for
Sure.
2024?
Sure. First and foremost, they can reach out to me. They can go to our website, dallasgreekpicnic.com. It's a good landing page right now.
Mhm.
And so they can see the flyer, all the information, my phone number's on there, as well as my
Okay.
business partner's phone number. They can email us at dallasgreekpicnic@gmail.com.
Okay.
And we can submit a vendor form or a sponsorship form to them. It has all the information about what's going to happen this year, our
Yeah.
15th year, and all the events they can take part of, if they so choose. They can also follow us on Facebook, Dallas Greek Picnic Weekend, or on Instagram, DFW Greek
Yes.
Picnic, just in case they're curious to see.
Hmm.
We're also on TikTok, DFW Greek Picnic, just so they can see. We know we live in a visual age. People want to see how
Yes.
many people comes out, what can I expect, and things of that nature. And so it gives them a real nuance of kind of what happens and what we do.
Okay.
So our name, Dallas Greek Picnic Weekend, we're involved in a lot of things, not just this one event.
Yes.
We partner with the city on numerous events. We work with a lot of event producers in the city of Dallas who are Greek,
Yes.
even on the social and community service avenue. So when they go to
Yeah.
our website or our Facebook page or our Instagram, it's not always just about this event, uh,
Yes.
because we galvanize and a lot of people follow our activity. I can't tell you how many times I go out through the city of Dallas and I don't
Yes.
even have anything Greek paraphernalia on, but
Uh-huh.
somebody, they see some of my posts on DFW on Instagram. I talk
Yes.
about any kind of political issue or something that's going on. Hey, you're the Greek
Okay.
picnic guy. I love to hear your conversations about how you give updates about what's going on in the community. During COVID, I did a lot of self-reflection posts about myself and my family and the state of what was going on. So Dallas Greek Picnic is more than an event itself. It's a brand. It's a concept.
Yeah.
We're a
Exactly.
family. But yeah, all the information they can find on our website, or they can contact me via email, Instagram, and get all the information that they need.
Okay, and like I've already expressed, when it
Mhm.
comes to Know Your Zone, I know that we want a wall. I know that.
Okay.
I'll be
Okay.
contacting you about it. Business is
Okay.
business, but
No
today
problem.
is
No
fun.
problem. No
Today is
problem.
fun.
Okay.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Now, the Dallas Greek Picnic 2024. Tell
Mhm.
us that date again.
Yes, ma'am. The Dallas Greek Picnic itself will be Saturday, June the 8th, from 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. at William Beer Blair Jr. Park. So what's going to be special about this year? This is the first time we're going to go till like 10 o'clock. So we're going to have spotlights out
Mhm.
throughout the entire park because it's going to be a little dim. Because usually we shut down around 7:30, 8 o'clock. But we want to give people more time to enjoy the festivities.
Yes.
Those who come later, when the sun goes down, because
Yeah.
it gets a little warm. And
Yeah.
so we're looking forward to giving people that more expanded time to come in and kind of enjoy themselves, in the evening hours. But yes,
Yes.
ma'am. But the event weekend itself is going to kick off that Thursday. We've just secured our host hotel. Our host hotel is going to be the Sheraton Hotel
Okay.
down on, I believe it's on Main Street. And so we'll have a block of hotel rooms for our guests who want to stay there. We'll have a kickoff reception, happy hour, somewhere near the hotel. If not in it, that contract is still being distributed. But people will be able to book their rooms as soon as Monday. So we're looking forward to that. And then Friday night we'll have our kickoff social at Sandaga.
Yes.
That's my business partner who owns that facility. He's a man of Kappa Alpha Psi. So we always do our kickoff event there. He's the guy who I do the alumni greet show with. And
Okay.
so we have a great partnership there. Saturday morning, we'll have our community service project.
Yes.
So I have a community service liaison who I work with every year. She's a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. She's also the VP of corporate social responsibility for the Dallas Wings.
Yes.
So she's heavily connected. She'll identify a community service project area in the South Dallas area. So usually our service project will have anywhere from 75 to 100 or 200 volunteers
Okay.
do a community service event that morning from about 9 to 12. Whether we're putting together food, distributing food to homeless in the community. Last year we were at the North Texas Food Bank.
Okay.
And so that community service project is a very, very pivotal point of the event weekend. Because yes, we're coming here to gather and have a good time, but we know our organization, especially now, is based on giving back to the community and fostering brotherhood and sisterhood. So that service project is very pivotal. And last year was one of the few first years I could actually go and participate because obviously that morning I'm running around making sure the picnic is on point. But I had a great opportunity to spend a good hour over there with the community service team last year. So I love that part of the event because it magnifies what we're truly about. And then after that, everybody heads over to the picnic and we have a great time. Of course, we have a bunch of vendors out there, food vendors, retail people that sell all kind of things. We have the city of Dallas comes out, the fire department comes out because usually they're hiring. We'll have politicians come out. It's going to be a big voting year, so I know they're going to come out and looking forward to talking to our audience and everybody in the community. We'll have our stroll competition where we give out over $2,000 to the first fraternity and sorority. And so we get truly excited about that. And we'll have some other special guests and surprises this year going into our 15th year. So, and then Sunday we'll wrap up with the brunch and things of that nature. So we're really excited about there. We've got a lot of things happening here in the city, being a huge milestone year for us.
That'll be great. And also, when you all do that community service project, I would love to podcast it or broadcast it.
Okay.
And I'll talk to you about it. We need to show the world that D9 is just not only about dancing and stepping and partying.
Right.
We do a lot of community service, and a lot of people miss that point.
They do. Yes, ma'am. They do, and I'm definitely let's get that exposure out there. One of the other things I'm working on this year is getting a camera out to that event.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of D9 Greeks that work in the news media at all stations, and we need to leverage that. They've seen our coverage about the picnic, but that community service piece, you hit the mark dead on. They need to know that this weekend is about service, and this is what we're going to be doing.
Exactly. Well, I know this. As we draw closer to the picnic, I do anticipate on having another interview with you.
Okay, fantastic.
Before the picnic, and then also during the picnic, whatever we can stream into the Creamery and Know Your Zone to let people know, hey, if you're missing this, you're not missing it, but you're missing the biggest part of being there. So I look forward to it. Now, all of our viewers, we are now drawing closer to that picnic. So
Mhm.
please also stay tuned. But we
Okay.
have the wonderful, the most original founder, one of the original founders, well, the original founder of the Dallas Greek Picnic, Mr. Calvin Whitaker, a proud member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Thank you
Yes.
so much for joining us this morning.
Yes, ma'am.
And we're
Thank you so
wishing you
much.
much success, and we're looking forward to participating with you in some form or fashion with
All right.
this year's 2024 Dallas Greek Picnic. Thank you, Calvin.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. We look forward to working with you. All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay. We'll be talking to Calvin later on this year. And right now, if you have found any any deals on the wall in the creamery for bags and bundles, let us know in the comments. Of course, we will have giveaways later on today as well. You must be present to win. And present also means that we can see your profile picture and your comment in the comment section. So please allow Facebook to share or give permission to StreamYard to show your pictures and your comments in the comment section. I think it allows you to say, I grant permission. So we've just had a wonderful interview with Mr. Calvin Whitaker of the Dallas Greek Picnic, and he gave us some great insight as to the history of the picnic and what's going on in 2024 and how to participate. He even gave us the dates. But we will have a second interview coming up with him before the picnic, which is, I think he said it was scheduled for June 8th, and it will run until Sunday. They have a community service component, and they also have a brunch. I forgot to ask him, will they have a worship or a church section for Sunday? Well, they might have one of those services there. We don't know. But we'll find out more about the Dallas Greek Picnic and all the burning questions that we have prior to the picnic, which is going to be a great event in D9 history in 2024. Okay, this is Angelica Joe, and I'll be back in later on today to highlight Bags and Bundles Day. And those for you who are not in the creamery, join it. But if you're not in the creamery and you would like to purchase something and you see it featured in this um, broadcast, you can still order. Just stay tuned for the information or let us know about the vendor who you've seen who was featured in today's interviews. Again, Angelica Joe, and we would like to thank Mr. Calvin Whitaker of the Dallas Greek Picnic for joining us this morning to giving us insight into highlights about the upcoming festivities for that picnic, which is scheduled for June 8th, 2024. Okay, I'll see you all later on today.